Harry, Meghan and that Diana celebration. Have the ex-royals had a change of heart? And will they be there after all? Hi, morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for your company today. Truly mean that when I say that, it's great to have your company. And of course, read so many of your messages. As we often say here on the show too, welcome to all the brand new subscribers. We are mounting every day. It's wonderful. Also, do let me know what you people get up to during the day. What jobs do you have? Are you lucky enough now to be retired? Or are you multi-millionaires? And just taking things easy. It's always good to know what people are doing as they're watching you. And more importantly, I think, really where you're watching in the world. I love finding that out. But thank you, as I say, genuinely for watching. And as ever, back to your royal breaking story of the day. Now, what's interesting, I often think with these particular stories is that, there's this back forth thing. Do you remember way back in the summer with Diana and the unveiling of that statue? People were back and forth about would Harry attend, wouldn't he attend? Would Meghan turn up, wouldn't she? Lots of people obviously didn't care also. But now this has really escalated for this brand new celebration this coming week, alongside Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, and we are told one or two other senior members of the British Royals. Interesting to note as well that big debate about would Harry return once again to the United Kingdom. Now, as we've often joked here on the show, and I mean this with love, Harry's already spoken about how jittery he gets when returning back to the United Kingdom, and possibly understandably so, given the backlash that he's received of late. Well, partly from his own doing with the private jets and the way that he delved into that infamous interview now. But as ever, we move on with the story because the big news is they could be back in a different type of form. While those celebrations are bound to be very emotional, a lot of people are sort of upset by the fact that Harry has decided not to try and at least come back for such a very special event. People often cited, that the one thing that would draw Harry back, or at least cement the friendship and brothership back between his elder brother Prince William, would be their joint love, of course, of their late mother Princess Diana. But that seemingly doesn't seem the case. But what we can do first here on the show is this. It appears that Harry and Meghan, and we have to say as ever, allegedly have offered, to return in a different form. The form being, of course, of a video message. Now, with all these sort of messages, it does create something of a storm in a teacup because whoever the recipient is, they can't really edit it or tell them how long it has to be, or indeed what time to play it out, all that sort of stuff. It just becomes tricky. It's not an award show, it's a thank you ceremony for all the people that have done great things in the name of the late Princess Diana, including, of course, the recent sculpture. I know that divided many, but nonetheless, it's out there in Kensington, her former home. But what we can tell you also here on the show is, so far, there's been no word as to whether the said video will indeed arrive on time, or more importantly, will it ever be screened? Now, my sources in the palace tell me this. It wouldn't really be appropriate. After all other senior members who've been invited have agreed to attend in person. And it's not like Prince Harry's mega busy, is it? So it does seem odd that he wants to send a video message and let that be his, his piece towards such a special event. Now, of course, it wouldn't play well if Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge were to say, no, we're not going to screen it. But right now, the whole thing is up in the air. It does seem a little bit lame, as I say, for Harry and Meghan to go down this route. But as we also say here on the show, they're always ready to jump on a Zoom call and tell the world how speechless they are about one thing or another. So perhaps this is the way forward that they now wish to communicate. But as ever, here with the British Royals, it's not the favoured way, as we told you with Her Majesty the Queen. She likes to see the whites of the eyes of the people she's meeting. How quickly Prince Harry seemingly has forgotten that. Neil Sean in the heart of London.